Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start. Oh my god!
Did you just?
Oh no! What happened?
My co-host was attempting a dab.
No, we have an antler situation going over here.
That dab went horribly wrong.
What
I'm
the fuck?
stuck. Can we get a doer? Oh my gosh!
No, we're live, baby. We're doing it live.
We're trying to earn those 10 downvotes, damn it.
Well, thank you. Our era of not being taken seriously is definitely coming to a middle.
It's fine. It's fine. Welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie.
Yay!
Good recovery.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Jim. There's no take twos here. I'm sorry. I breathed in and apparently choked myself. So breathing is hard.
Someone had to
be
choke
very
you.
careful.
I'm glad you figured that one out. Okay.
Oh, you're such an asshole. My asshole co-host. That's right. My asshole co-host is Cyborg Valkyrie. Say hello.
Fuck you. You couldn't even. We fixed what side I'm on, and you couldn't even.
I forgot we fixed it. I got used to the other way. You can't change shit on me. I am a creature of habit.
Whatever. Just go back to choke breathing.
Fuck.
Hello,
right.
audience.
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh my goodness. This is already said. More importantly, Joseph from Slaughter Squad.
Oh, hi, everybody.
I'm so sorry for this. This is a terrible way for you to start on Red Valkyrie, but fuck it. Who cares?
Yes, Justin, that is correct.
No, Justin, that is not. I am not a furry. Okay, I need Joe to start talking about his campaigns, so this makes a lot more sense.
No,
yeah, where's your fursuit?
I don't own one. I just have a duck onesie. That is it.
Well, anyways, hi.
Totally such an asshole.
Hi, I'm Joe.
I shouldn't get production values.
Hi, I'm Joseph, and I'm making a comic called Slaughter Squad. And it's about a team of escaped livestock who are trying to overthrow the state of Texas.
So it makes a little bit more sense. Except I'm not livestock, I'm a fucking deer because that's what I can do.
Here you go.
Yeah, there's no deer. We've got a cow, we've got a chicken, a pig, a bull, and a horse. Well, the horse, yeah, technically the horse isn't livestock, but he joined the team.
A cow is livestock.
A Shae deer. That's sad. So, this is not an active campaign yet. When are you planning on launching?
Yeah, it's I'm still trying to figure out because like the next few months are gonna be crazy. I've been seeing like I've been talking to some creators and they're all launching stuff and like this month, next month, March, but maybe February.
I mean, February is a good time to start, I think.
Okay.
And especially if you're gonna be, everyone else is looking for like love and happiness, and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you like carnage. It'll be totally fine.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready for an absolute gore fest. This is what you've been looking for.
Blood, bullets, animals, all the above. Well, not only that, but launching in February or March. Probably February would be better, but the reason being, I mean, it's tax return season. People are going to have that disposable income.
True.
Oh, yeah. Jump on that.
So being able to capitalize right as people are getting that money burning a hole in their pocket where you're like, I could, fix all of this stuff in my house, or I could buy like 10 comics, and that sounds way more fun.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan, yeah.
It really does. So you made a awesome kick-ass video for your comic. I'm sorry, I got distracted by something. It was boobs. So you made a really kick-ass video for your comic, and I feel the need to show this to the audience because first of all, it's
Yes.
kick-ass. Second of all, it's really the reason that I wanted you on the show because. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Unless someone has like 7,000 pages of preview art for their launch, we prefer to get them on once the campaign goes active. But this video really made me wanna show it. So,
awesome.
Yeah,
quick
we
question for you.
definitely. I was gonna say we definitely make exceptions when we see something that's kind of unique or interesting for campaigns that haven't launched yet, and so yours fell into that that very rigid window that we have, and I really hope that video will load for us because it was a trip.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great.
So just a quick question: there's no copyrighted music, correct?
No, this is some original. This is like an original score. I got somebody to compose this for this, so I own it. It's mine.
I just wanted to make sure before it plays out on the channel because YouTube will cut that shit and strike me. So
right, yeah. No, you're good.
Alrighty, let's see if this will work. And Shae, I already hit the button to share with audio, so if it was going to crash the stream irreparably, it would have done it already.
Nice.
It's an ongoing problem.
For those of you who don't know, Streamlab being off of a Chromebook is insanely fun, especially if you're going to do it like Sai is right now, which is in the middle of a tropical storm.
You sure you want to go back in there? A bull's got to do what a bull's got to do. Eat hot lead, suckers! Huh? What? Mess with the bull, get the horns! Shit just got real. Who the hell are you? I'm 100% Psycho Beefcake. Think you can handle it, Susie? Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole! Your horns are strong. That's what she said. Why would she say that? Let's burn this motherfucker. Hell yeah! Your mama would be proud. Mama?
Gosh.
Kill.
Nice. That was fun seeing your reaction.
So, when we very first watched this, I remember I just sat there and kind of like had a what the fuck am I watching look on my face for the longest time, because just like Justin in the chat had said, it's very, very reminiscent to what I would expect something from like Adult Swim or something to put out, especially because it's misleading because it seems like it's going to be like kind of sweet and campy and whatever, and then it's just like fucking bloody and brutal just straight out the gate.
Oh yeah.
I really love that he looks at a picture of his mom and she has the little tag on her ear and a little hat.
Yeah, I like those visual gags.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of them in there, and it's very kind of sell what your story is supposed to be and what your comic is going to be by doing, hey, we did an animated short that kind of shows you a lot of what's going to be covered, a lot of how, the comic is going to be handled and the storyline and all that kind of stuff. But it just looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of really gruesome, bloody, horrible fun, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That's what I'm going for. Bloody, but, not taking itself too seriously and throwing in some dark humor here and there.
Right. So, for this.
Oh, sorry. Say again.
Where did you get the idea?
Oh. I mean, I was like, I came up with this back in college, like almost 10 years ago, and it was like Rambo and it was like Rambo and Ren and Stimpy and
very Ren and Stimpy.
and I just thought it would be funny if and I know what it was. I became a vegetarian for a week. I think I went through a vegetarian phase, and I was like, it'd be great if a bull just picked up a machine gun and went to the slaughterhouse and just gun everybody down. But then I was like, fuck, I miss hamburgers. But I mean, the idea kept going, and I just kept on working on it.
Well, it definitely is. I like a lot of the just kind of ridiculous humor where the guy's just like repeatedly stabbing a cow. And like doesn't register that there's a cow that is not only anthropomorphic but has like a massive machine gun, is loaded down with a whole bunch of bullets, and kicked down his door ready to kill him, and he's just like, I don't know what's happening, I'm just doing my job. It's his whole life.
Yeah,
it's an interesting.
I almost feel sorry for these guys, these poor bastards.
The funny part to me is the fact that he's sitting there repeatedly stabbing the cow, and unless I miss my guess or my eyes are deceiving me, he's using like the straight up like combat knife to just sit there and stab the cow over and over. I would see in a slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous.
It's gonna really get more ridiculous.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just I think it's like is that a butcher knife? I don't know. Maybe
it's not quite a butcher knife. So butcher knives are square. There are kitchen knives like that, but there are a lot more combat knives like that than kitchen knives.
No, maybe he just that's how he rolls. He carries a.
You're gonna put Justin's comment up there. Oh my gosh, Justin kills me. Dude was like, "Fuck it, I'm out. Don't care about a bull with a gun." That's so true. It's so true. Oh my gosh. So we have a couple pages of your artwork that I would like to be able to kind of show, since aside from the video that you can kind of look at yet, but I definitely think that it would be good to get people to kind of see exactly how the comic is going to go versus the video. If I keep lagging.
The comic has a slightly different style. I actually got I did the line work, the pencils and line work, and I got this guy Steve Cannon to do the colors, and he worked on Monster MD. I think he worked on the Ash Can.
We had Monster MD on.
We did.
Von Klaus.
Vaughn is badass.
Yeah. Yeah, I
No,
love
and
the way
that's a really fun project.
I love the way it looks. So I was like, I had to steal his colorist, and luckily it was available. So
Right. You're like, I'm gonna steal you away if you have time, and I will pay
it's
you.
good free. Yeah.
Really, it's a light stealing.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, poaching.
Gosh, this is just, the thing that makes me laugh about this is when you look at the characters and you look at like the animals that are killing people, the complete glee on their faces. Like, they're sadistic, they're evil.
Well, they've been through a lot.
Just trying to give them some kind of an excuse for all of this just horribly rampant violence. Like, the fucking horrors.
Yeah, there's so this is part 2. In part 1, we get a little bit of Kilgore's backstory. Like, he has a nightmare sequence, and he's reliving the day he gets like all fucked up. Like, he's got all these scars, right? He's missing an eye. He's got these like scars on his chest, and so he's been through some shit.
Yeah, as we saw in the video where he's laying there bloody and
yeah. Right.
He's been through a little bit.
Yeah. So we kind of allude to some of that throughout the story, like some of the trauma that some of the animals have been through. But I don't want to give it all away. But yeah, they got fucked up.
Definitely don't give it all away before you even go live.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the woman cow's badass. Look at her.
Yeah. That's Daisy. And
Daisy the cow.
Yeah, Daisy the cow.
It has a Daisy in her.
She's like her story. She's kind of like she's kind of reluctant. Like she's not necessarily. She doesn't want to be like a career soldier, but she's taking up arms out of necessity. But
right.
You know, she's like dreaming about after it's all over and settling down and all that stuff.
Can I just say real quick? I love the fact that when people die in this, you literally.
You literally what? You lagged the fuck out the entire time.
X's.
Yeah, I'm bringing that back.
Crosses for the eyes.
Yeah, I'm throwing in little like references to like old timey cartoons here and there.
Yes, I love the way you've old timey cartooned the saguaro cactus over here.
Yeah.
Well, like the whole art style. If you look at the second panel, the like grin that this bull has.
That's Thunder Sparkle. He's a horse. He's a racehorse, so he has a goofy name.
Thunder Sparkle.
You know how horses have like ridiculous names.
I do. I would not bet on a horse called Thunder Sparkle. Damn sure.
And he's got a funny line here. He says carne asada, more like carnage asada. And then Willard the pig back there, he's like cringe, bro.
Nice.
That is really a dad joke.
Yeah, it's horrible, but
it is.
He doesn't get away with it. Nobody's laughing at his bullshit joke.
Bullshit.
Oh my god. Oh, Joe, why do I think that you're just full of dad jokes and this was your way to just inject all of them into one comment?
He
makes his bull.
I'm living vicariously through these guys. I am a dad.
So that must be it. You know what? The second you have a kid of your own, all of a sudden you've just dad jokes galore. That's all you got left.
I think I was telling dad jokes before, like all my life, I think.
So it was preordained, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I was just. Some people are born
a dad.
Yeah, some people are born to be dads.
Wow.
This guy was not. This guy was not born to be a dad.
No. Mm-mm.
None of these guys.
You see a guy with a spider web tattooed to the top of his head. He's going down a different path.
You know, he's made choices.
Yeah, been through some things.
I love the hat.
I've got to ask: Are as homicidal animals like standard in this world?
No. Kilgore is like the first of his kind. For some reason, he's the first animal to ever take up arms, and he sort of like starts the revolution, and everyone starts rallying around him. All these other animals start waking up, and I haven't decided if I want to explain that or not. Like right now, I have no explanation. It just happens. But,
You're like, look, you're reading this for fun, damn it.
Yeah.
Things happen.
I feel like people can suspend their disbelief if they can accept. What? Does Thunder Sparkle cry when seeing bottles of glue? Yeah, he does. He does. He almost got turned in.
Does he do the Indian cry? He just like turns real seriously to the camera and one tear goes down.
Yeah, he like he makes sure no one's looking, and he takes off his shades, and he's like, yeah, his backstory is he was owned by somebody, some rich girl. He broke his leg, and he was about to be turned into glue, but this rich girl like hired this mad scientist to make a bionic leg for him. But then she died, and then he was like, "All right, I'm joining the army. I'm joining the slaughter squad."
So this is like a double tragic backstory.
Yeah. There's tragedy in all their backstories, which makes it more hilarious when they're murdering everybody.
Did she die before or after she finished making the bionic leg?
Maybe it was. I haven't quite worked it out, but maybe maybe she died, and then the scientist was like, "All right, the money's dried up, so fuck off." And then he's like, he takes his bionic leg and runs off into the countryside.
Or maybe it's not quite finished, so like he finishes it with little
like a peg.
Yeah, little pieces of other shit.
Yeah, like maybe it's always fucking up, and he needs to he's always like working on it and shit.
Yeah, or like there's an electric razor built into one side of it.
Yeah, it could be like a Swiss Army knife,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he used other shit to piece together what was missing. Like there's a cell phone on his kneecap or something, and he gets randomly called during battle. I don't know.
Well, it would be funny if he lost it and he just had to start from scratch and he just put a piece of shit together.
Walked around for a while with a peg leg. So Justin's question is, how many pages, and do you have any thoughts for more than one book?
Oh yeah. So this is actually, I planned it out as an 8-part series. Each part is 24 pages, and this first book is going to be like just the first 2 parts, a double feature, so that's gonna be 48 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was thinking about doing like a stretch goal. If we hit a certain amount, maybe I'll add like a 12-page side story, something extra,
like an ash can or something.
Yeah, maybe an ash can. I don't know if
you're still figuring it all out.
Yeah, like if I want to stick it in there in one book, probably I guess an ash can probably makes more sense.
Interesting. Okay. So speaking of, you mentioned tiers. Do you have any specific ideas for what you're going to do for your tiers?
I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. I'll just have like the book, like a signed copy of the book, maybe like some sketch tiers.
Gotcha. So basically the standard.
Yeah, what you've come to expect from other indie comics, Comicsgate stuff.
Are you working digitally for the art?
Yeah, I'm doing it all digital.
Okay. Well, I was going to suggest if you were doing it physically that you could, sell some of your art, or maybe a cover.
I haven't done the main cover yet, so I was thinking about doing that traditional, like on paper, and then I could sell that for something.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's messing up on me.
No. Yeah, I could totally see that. It's just a really cost-effective way to add value, and
It's something physical, like people can hang it up. I totally understand the appeal. It's just I've been working digital for so long. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, so I understand that. I've talked with a lot of different digital artists, and some of the things that they've done to try and keep it kind of exclusive is if you do prints but you number them and like hand number, hand sign, that kind of helps keep it a little bit exclusive, especially when you're a digital artist. It's hard to be like, yes, you know, I will only do X amount of this one print, and then you can never print it again, which sometimes sucks. But I mean, you can do limited print runs, you can do numbered print runs, you can do.
That's a good idea.
See, that's why people come over here. We try and give them like a.
Shae left us. Oh, she's back now.
Let's say sometimes it's just a different beast when you're working digital. If you're used to doing digital, it can be really hard to go back to traditional and vice versa.
Yeah.
And so if you
Control Z, man.
Right? Yeah, your mistakes are there. You just got to learn to fix them or live with them.
Whenever I go back to drawing after a while, it's like I'm hitting like the air keyboard. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm drawing. I'm drawing on paper. This isn't gonna work.
So, I'm trying to think. Do you have any kind of little secrets or tidbits or anything that you've been holding on to that you're thinking about doing with this project to kind of make you stand out? Or
well, I think the animation is helping me stand out. Aside from that, no.
No, it's cool. What she's basically getting at is, are there any other details that you want to share since we've shared the video and the pages?
Yeah, we showed the pages, we showed the video, we talked about the campaign, the specs. I think we covered everything.
Excellent. Are you doing the lettering yourself, or are you going to get?
Yeah, I was just going to say. Thanks for reminding me.
You're
I got shoot, what's his name? He letters
Eric
everything.
Weathers?
Yeah, Eric Weathers. Yeah. You knew
that's the first time I've heard somebody forget Eric Weathers' name.
Yeah, I'm bad. Well,
it's okay. It happens.
Forgive me, Eric. I'm sorry.
To be honest, the second the second you got to the words I knew it was Eric Weathers. So.
No surprise there.
No, not really. Well, at least you're going with the gold standard.
The busiest man in comics.
So, because you did have this like short little animation that was really, really cool, is there like any plans in the future of you trying to maybe make this into an animation or like a kind of like the Adult Swim, like 15-minute shows and stuff like that? Is that something that you would want to strive for?
That was my, well, it started off as a Flash game, actually. I did a Flash game a while back with Kilgore, the main character, and then I did the animation, and I was gonna like pitch that to some animation studios. I work in animation. That's been like my career past 10 years now, and I pitched it around, and didn't really get any traction. So I put it on the back burner for a while, but I couldn't let it go. I couldn't quit.
Like when it's something you love.
Yeah, and maybe like the thing with animation is it's tough to like I've been doing it on my own. I did the short on my own, and it's like it took forever, and it was it's a lot of work for one person, and like
it is.
If I'm gonna do it, I want to get like a really wealthy person to give me lots of money so I can hire a bunch of people. So maybe right now my plan is just do the comic and get the story out there and build up some kind of fan base maybe, and then go from there and see what happens. But yeah, it would be awesome to do more animation, maybe another game. Yeah, multimedia, just do everyththing. That would be awesome.
Honestly, I could really see the story and the characters you have. I could definitely see this as a game. I think that would be, I think it'd be really entertaining and just a shit ton of fun to just go around and like, just make it like a bullet hell shooter almost. You're just like wiping everything out.
Oh yeah.
That'd be really fun.
We could put fatalities.
Absolutely. The fatality could be getting gored.
Oh yeah, well I mean, and you know, I mean, all the characters will have their own finishing moves, right? And I have lots of ideas, lots of things, lots of possibilities. The possibilities are endless.
They are. That your idea, your concept really lends itself well to other things other than a comic as well. So
It does.
I mean, yeah, you did yourself a favor there.
Thanks.
Nothing but possibility.
Right. So I mean, and it just seems like a lot of fun. It's nice to see. You have a lot of comics that are really serious. You have a lot of comics that are really focused on kind of like a darker theme and things that are just a lot more heavy. And it's nice to see a comic that you're creating that's just fun and ridiculous and has horrible dad jokes in it and all kinds of great entertaining kind of aspects to it. And I think that this is really cool that you're doing this for sure.
Yeah, and blood, death, and chunky viscera. I mean,
who the hell doesn't love all of that? Come on now.
Yeah, guts. We got cheesy one-liners. Oh, somebody came in.
Oh, so this is a kid's book, right? I think
this is not for kids. Well,
there you go.
I mean, my son is really into it. He's only 4, but like, yeah, he loves Kilgore.
You don't need to admit to anything on this stream. Just let that lie.
It's fine.
Here's your test audience. They're like, "Is this animation good?" Daddy, you might be decapitated.
It was like, oh, it's a fun show about barnyard animals. No.
I don't have a problem with blood and guts. It's kids understand. And he's doing it for the right reasons. It's like those are bad guys. They deserve to die. He knows.
Depending on perspective, yes.
They were all bad.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I was another reward thing. I have a 3D model of Kilgore. I did like a little test print. I used a 3D printer, and I don't know. That might be this is like a really bad printing, but I might do some 3D prints of Kilgore, and
that'd be pretty neat.
I don't know, maybe paint it up. Yeah, I might. And I don't know if you want to have a project, you can paint it yourself, I guess.
Exactly.
Whatever.
It's like an IKEA bonus item.
Yeah, you gotta stick the horns in there, and then you gotta paint it up yourself.
Oh.
Make sure you send me instructions in Swedish or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah.
Do like all of the Warhammer 40K models and just put them in just a tiny little. You gotta clip 30 things to get one piece out, and then hold it for 10 minutes so it'll dry. Whew. Anyway, I think that'd be a really cool idea. There's a couple other people who've done stuff similar to that. Like I know Oddity had a 3D print, but they had a very limited run because the artist is actually he does 3D printing, and so he painted them all by hand. He was like, I am not doing this for more than like 5, I think he said. But they looked amazing. They looked super, super cool.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of what, I mean, it reminded me of this. I was like, oh yeah, I have a 3D model. I had done a 3D print before. So yeah, that looked really cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool ideas, and the more the more kinds of projects that have been coming out, the more entertaining some of the stretch goals and some of the tiers and stuff have been. People are finding really, really interesting ways to tie to their project that maybe don't necessarily make sense initially, or that, like, it's some people have some stuff that you're like, why in the hell would I want that? But then you read the book and you're like, I absolutely want that. Like, I want that. I want to put it in my house. I want people to go, why the crap do you have this? And be like, well, let me tell you.
People don't know what they want. You give them, you put it out there, and then they, oh yeah, I do want this. I didn't know I wanted this. Okay.
I needed this in my life.
Right.
I didn't know I needed this until just now.
This tiny plastic bulb bust. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, if I do the thing, it'll be full body. This is just a test. So I have like the fully rendered, and it'll be posed out, and I'll get through it. It'll have all this gear. It'll have the machine gun.
That would be super awesome, for sure.
Maybe I'll have him dual wielding. I'll throw in the grenade launcher in there.
You gotta put him with his arms, just
Yeah, you gotta show off the guns.
yeah, literally showing off the gun.
But he's got the guns, and then he's got the rifle. So
I like it. Well, there's definitely a lot that you could do with this. Well, I mean, so you're looking at possibly February or March, which is a really good time to launch for sure. 24 pages for each of the stories. You're looking at 8 stories total eventually, starting with your first 2. I'm just kind of recapping in case anybody missed. And you're still figuring out all of the super awesomeness that you're going to bring, which is exciting. Is there anything that I missed? Anything else that you want to make sure to let everybody know?
No, you pretty much covered it. So it's like, I guess I'll let you know like the status of it. Like I'm almost done with all the line work.
Sweet.
And we've got a few pages colored, but we won't get like into like fully coloring it until the campaign starts getting going. Like if I see like it's gonna work out, then okay, we'll go full steam ahead. Well, but if it goes through, it's gonna it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna run off, and it's gonna be good.
I think it'd be a lot of fun for sure.
Absolutely. Awesome, so everyone sign up for the mailing list. I'm dropping the link in the chat one more time. Yes, I beat you, Shae.
Fine.
Also, Joe's Twitter and the link for the sign up for Slaughter Squad are both in the description as well.
Yep.
So please make sure that you guys hit that. Follow Joe so that you can see all the exciting news, even on top of what's coming out of the Indiegogo pre-launch.
Bother me on Twitter all you want.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Send me memes. Send me all the fresh memes. I love memes. Lamb on me.
That's awesome. So, inundate Joe with memes is what we're being told. Yeah. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. Feel free to leave your comments below. And I mean, hopefully we'll have Joe on again when he's got a live campaign. We can go through all of your awesome tiers and everything that you decided to do, and it'll be super cool.
I would love to, if you'll have me,
Yeah, absolutely, that'd be great.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
And Shae can take another crack at being an animal.
I'll be a different animal. I won't be a deer. I'll be a barnyard animal.
No, you should put on. You should be a bull. Yeah, put on the bull horns.
Done. I will work on being a bull. Good shit. I'm gonna have to make horns. It's fine. I will do it. It'll be amazing.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have 2 Viking horns. The drinking things, and just get 2 of those and mount them to a headband. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it too. Yeah, I'll put on. We could. If you're wearing horns, I'll put on the horns too.
I love it. Okay, it's happening now. So there you go. Right. And I have you on live stream saying that you're going to dress up with me, so it's gonna happen.
Cross my heart, hope to die.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm firing up Photoshop. I will add horns to my.
I love it. It'll be great.
Nice.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for stopping by. I know that this was kind of quick, but I mean, we're gonna have him on again, and we're gonna go over everything that he has when it's more fleshed out and ready to go, and you can actually throw money at him, because that would be amazing. And thanks so much, Joe, for coming on. It's been really fun talking to you.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was great. Love the bands. Would do again. 10 out of 10. And everybody, please sign up. I promise I won't spam you. I'll just, I might send you some preview stuff, and then I'll let you know when we go live. I'll give you a heads up. And thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Guys, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And thanks for the replays. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.